I never done anything remotely close to it.
You ain't never used.
Like when Def Jam came out, came back out, they wouldn't book me for it because they didn't think I was. I did Comedy View in 2003, and the only reason I did it because Pookie Wigginton, and I was gonna be hard for me to say this because I think he's a terrible person, but he actually looked out for me and got me on Comedy View without an audition. Like I did it in 2013. I had only been on here since 2001, and I was kind of arrogant because I was like, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna audition for this shit. Because at the time it was a whole.
Comedy View was beat at that point, wasn't it?
It was big, but
no,
I was
beat like.
No, it was 2000. It wasn't beat
it came back.
yet. It wasn't beat yet. It was 2003.
Okay.
It wasn't beat yet. J. Anthony Brown hosted.
Oh yeah.
They were rotating or whatever. But LA wasn't a good. What's up, Chief? LA wasn't a good crowd to. Good. You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
You hooped today or something?
Just got running around.
No, some came.
Where you from?
Okay.
DMV?
DMV, man.
Metro 202?
Log on.
What do you know about that?
301.
You PG County kid?
Yep. All day.
I'm gonna send some money to y'all people, man. We're gonna get y'all right. It's okay. Huh?
Log on Maryland.
Hey, look.
DMV one.
We all can't be from, good place.
Right.
So what kind of music would you want to
She used to sit on my lap when I did the board.
Can I have I don't know what I want to start off with. I'm from North Carolina, so you can play something about Little Brother. That'd be great.
I didn't expect you to say
Darren
that.
and Phil, yeah.
That's my
I thought you were
cousin.
gonna say those your cousin?
Look, Big Pooh is my cousin,
Oh, word.
and like, but Fonte's like one of my closest friends.
Oh, that's what's up.
And
I
Night One
might
used
have to actually talk to you.
Night, huh?
I thought you were gonna say, yo, you can play that PD Pablo.
Yep. I mean, you can play it as I'm leaving, but not while I'm here. Shit, be nice. Is it funny or offensive here on Dash Comedy? Presented by Marcus. Marcus King presents Dash Comedy.
We don't need her here.
It was freaking me.
I'm just clearing it up. I'm not sorry.
For a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? We was just chilling.
If you do go on iTunes in the future, or
She was like, yo, I love the record.
Go ahead.
if you decide to go on iTunes or something later,
Yeah.
then we have to be mindful of what music you use because of the licensing.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna play anybody that cares about money.
And on that note, actually, Jay-Z has artists who are willing to just give us their music and let us play them.
You know what this is? You know what it is? One of the most underrated rap groups of all time. Little Brother.
Carlo.
Little Brother.
Group called Little Brother.
Little Brother's two people.
Yeah, Fonte.
Carlo Flanagan.
And Big Brother. Big Pooh. And Ninth Wonder was also a part of the group, but Ninth Wonder got a big head and started producing for bigger people. You know how motherfuckers get when
Nah,
they
you're
get.
right though, Big Brother.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he's a
First
dick.
verse of that song.
Really?
Ninth is a dick.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, I know he's a dick.
The first verse of that song, that's one of the best verses.
The worst thing you could do is tell somebody.
Opening verse as far as, you know,
They're a genius.
songs go. Opening verse, yeah. That's like perfect. The perfect.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Yeah.
This mic is not on there.
Love
No.
it. My little brother.
Little Brother.
Yeah. Love it.
Check that
Fonte.
shit out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fonte. I know some people that put Fonte in their top 5.
Yeah.
So Fonte is that?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Fonte, we wouldn't have Drake.
Really?
Why you say that?
Yeah,
Go
like
look
you
at
said.
Fonte's style.
Is this stuff that we should be talking about on the show?
No, because it's not offensive. It's just real. But it has nothing to do with it. I mean, it has nothing to do with what we're doing. But Fonte had that whole I sing and rap down.
Yeah,
and he
that's
rapped
right.
about relationships and shit like that. But it wasn't like, it wasn't so emo and filled with feelings. Because Drake really would be like, you know what I'm saying? He a tampon rapper. So, you know what I'm saying? He's soft. You know, at the end of the day, he can do the whole ting ting and whatever. Like, you try to use the Jamaican accent because you think niggas still scared of Jamaicans. It's not the 80s no more. We get it. Y'all just poor and y'all don't care. So, but that's how, you know.
They still kill it.
Yeah, they do. But
Still.
everybody do.
Canada's on the come up.
No.
Well,
He's the only rapper out of Canada. Who else come out of Canada?
What's his face?
That's
Cardinal Official. Cardinal
Official.
Official. You don't remember that dude?
You know, individuals.
That's Canada represent, yeah.
Rappers, you know.
You act like you don't know?
I'm just saying, who else you got?
That's it.
So Drake and
Cardinal Official.
That's true. They get the whole back.
They got the whole country.
The whole country.
So recall, this is what we're gonna do. Phil, what's the number that people are gonna use to call up here?
What's the number? D.
320-4610. Oh no, or not that at all.
Just not it?
It's that.
Okay. Let me get some Wi-Fi.
In 2 years, you would think I would know any of these. I don't know none
Look,
of them.
I don't expect nothing out of you.
Good.
Don't tell him that. He already, hold on. Somebody told him his brand was loser.
Hey, you feed into it too.
Oh no, that's why they told him, because that's what he does.
I created it.
The loser brand?
Yeah.
What? How do you think you gonna sell it?
Ain't nothing to sell.
Just what it is.
Just what it is.
How old are you again?
38.
And what do you want to do? Because this ain't it.
I mean, it is, and it is
is,
to a certain
but-
extent.
It is, but
Yeah.
it isn't.
What is it I want to do?
You know, what do you really want to do? Because I think you may want to do something like this, but on a
He
higher
wants
level.
to be the Black Howard Stern.
You want to be black? Do you want to do radio?
Yeah. I grew up on the radio.
So why don't you do radio now?
I do. What do you think I'm doing here?
Well, you doing the boards, but you don't talk.
Yeah, I do.
He's got a show.
Oh, you have a show here?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Well, I mean, I was.
All right, that's
I was,
great. That's sorry, y'all. That's great.
I was
Taking
doing
too long to get there.
the classic rock channel, and I was doing a whole bunch of other shit. Are you ready?
We're the parents of this channel.
With the parents of the channel? Oh, that's
We
right.
conceived it together.
Love it. Y'all got some ugly babies in here.
You're a baby. You're a
I'm
baby.
I'm a cute.
Ready whenever you want to start the music?
Any suggestions? I'm open for.
I thought about
Yeah, are you just gonna freeform, or are you gonna have like
Well, we're supposed to do 8 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And then we take a break,
Mm.
and then we
Not
come back.
necessarily a break, just like a reset.
A reset, and the resets are just saying, it's two
What
different
you're
type of resets you do. A reset is just saying you're listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. You can say the name of the show, and then if you're talking about something, you may re-intro that topic, or because the thing you got to realize is a lot of people may be listening on their phones or in their
Right.
cars, so they're in and out.
I have to just refresh their memory.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's what the resets are for. The green, and I redid it, I'm gonna send it to you, because they changed it where we have to be out by 10 minutes till.
I saw that.
So I redid it last night. I'll send that to you
Okay.
afterwards. But
So reset every 6 to 8 minutes. Break every
let me see that number.
15 to 30 minutes. Between.
I met him, like, I seen him out here now.
I was thinking gender reveal parties. Some people find it offensive. I don't know if you care about that.
I do.
And then
Anything to make
because
people
you know,
laugh.
like it's if they're celebrating a gender. You know how gender is very
And they're very like.
fluid right now.
What are we
So I don't
doing?
find it offensive, but I know some people do. And then also, what else did I put down? Oh, the
We should
Nazis.
call it. Is it lazy or progressive?
We could do that. We could do subset.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm saying like you don't want to have a gender because you're lazy because you don't want to live up to whatever that gender is supposed to be.
Right.
You want to be boxed in.
Right.
So is that you evolving, or you like being lazy because you don't want to do and carry the load of what it is to be a man or a woman? You rather be like, I don't know what I am today.
Non-binary?
I'm a sardine today. What? Yeah, I identify
That could be funny or offensive.
as a can of fish that stinks. That's what I'm into.
What's the feelings on profanity?
We
you
can
can
do
say
that.
anything.
Anything, all right.
Yeah, but you only talk when I point to you. Just talk when I point to you. Don't go crazy.
Man, this is pimping.
Listen. Just focus on the positive.
They told you re-intro every 6 to 8 minutes and shit.
What are you, an echo nigga?
Yeah, every 6 to 8.
He can't even say the same thing.
I'm trying to translate. Yeah, let me translate real quick. Re-intro every 6 to 8.
Did we look online? Is there anything online that we want?
Well, I mean, we could do the gender reveal parties.
the straight pride.
No, yeah, let's do the straight pride conversation. Straight pride conversation is definitely
Yeah, 'cause that's on
something.
here. That's on that website.
So y'all do more lyrical stuff for music, huh?
I mean, it's,
East, west, south, what?
I'm all over the board, but that's on him. It's his show.
Where you from, man?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Do you like J. Cole or not? 'Cause
I like J. Cole.
Okay, you fuck. Okay,
I do.
That's okay.
I fuck with Cole.
So
Cole.
all these are on the website right now. So, like artist creates a
Fuck with
3D
Gates.
printed stamp to
Yeah, Gates,
swap
some of them, not everything.
$20
Not
guarantee for
everything,
hair.
yeah. He got good, like, some good records.
Oh, we can talk about like.
Prison themed bar in Los Angeles.
West Coast.
Kendall,
West
Kylie
Coast.
Jenner just
Yeah.
had a handmaid's part.
That's where I
handmaid's
started.
tale.
That's like.
Really?
Even though
Yeah.
East Coast like is where I started. but
Yeah,
West
let's have a
Coast, I
discussion
really
about
paid
that.
attention.
Okay.
Yeah, certain.
Just
Okay,
show
I'll
it
look
to
up all
me.
these things. Okay.
Well,
I'll send it. I can send. You want me to send them? or-
Yeah, yeah. Send it to me, and I'll discuss it as we go.
I just wanna make sure that these are on par.
D Money, you good?
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about anything? Anything you want to toss into the barrel? Because it's free form right now. I'm just trying to get some ideas. I mean, I know how I'm going to conduct it, but I just want to know what the stories are going to be.
I got nothing. If I got something, I'll try to. If you want me to.
Handmade.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Which fucking piece of shit daughter is that one?
That's the youngest. Kylie Jenner.
Is
The
that
one
the
who's
is
married.
that the billionaire one?
Yes.
I don't know what he
The one who's married, the self-made.
And Ron,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. What would you say is like the target demographic?
For what? Charlotte?
Well, just like for the show.
This
Like,
show?
Yeah. Like, I'm talking about like what regions of music. I mean, keep it, all over. But I'm just trying to, where are we targeting?
This is very mainstream. This
It's
is
very mainstream. So, but here's the thing: as far as mainstream go, it's subjective to anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My favorite. I mean, if I go with what I like,
What did you say age group?
my age group.
Yeah.
Oh, 34 to 49. No, maybe 24 to 49, anywhere between that, because I mean, I'm young enough to appeal to a young audience, but I also fucking listened to
Ooh, the
Luther
milkshake
Vandross this morning, so I know how to talk to older people too. So
Yeah.
it goes across the board. You know what I mean? I wrote for the Boondocks, so I got that under my belt.
Okay.
I've been on, I've been on network television, so I mean, like.
So most of your followers are coming from like
But it ain't just
mainstream
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
America.
not just
Or
mainstream
mainstream.
Black
So what about-
America,
what
just
about the
mainstream
milkshakes
period. You got to
in
realize the show that we're doing,
Those
the
are the-
brand,
you know,
they have a
it's
million
like-
subscribers for their
they're doing milkshakes at,
website.
like, the conservatives.
So
So
we're
The Normie
it's like,
Lately
it's like a
shit?
mixed
Yeah.
group.
yeah,
It's
Like a
probably
thing
like a
now.
mixed group.
yeah.
All right. So like
Man,
I
how,
know that's
how
funny.
diverse
I
should
just more
should
is
the
it
songs
necessary
be?
while we
Like,
wait
should
for
we
you?
move
That's
it?
just his call as far as the
Why
music
wait for
goes.
that?
That's kind of funny.
You know,
Okay. I think it's funny. But
It
some
is.
people-
I
Yeah.
think we should put
Send
some
it to
West Coast shit, some East Coast shit, a little bit of everything.
I mean, we can switch it up. I'm not
Yeah,
biased. I'm
yeah,
not like,
music.
but I'm not gonna play no fucking yuck mouth.
Yeah, nah.
Yuck
I feel
mouth.
like y'all fuck with more like lyrical content, or is it more like vibe? That's really what I'm trying to say. Y'all want party
It-
records turn up, or more like
It,
introverted? Fuck, like Common or
Common, Talib. I'm a huge Black Star, Most Def fan. You know, but I also try to play shit that's current, so I don't look like this outdated dude that's like he's still stuck in 2005. That's old.
Did you hear about Ahmed getting the cops called on him?
For the joke he told,
yeah.
we could talk about that. What was the joke? I mean, I don't think he's funny.
He just
but
talks about being,
I-
like
it's so hard to
Muslim
get.
and stuff, and like,
Is he?
yeah.
you
Yeah.
heard that new
He said shit in Muslims. He drink, smoke, fuck,
Yeah,
everything.
No,
So,
I
I
ain't
mean,
get a chance to listen to it. All right.
They got a record called Push the Line that's fire.
Yeah.
But it's probably not. It's like
who you talking about?
old school.
Uh,
Push the Line. You
Stop
remember
it.
Obi Trice?
Yeah, I
It's
like
kind of like some
Obi
Obi
Trice.
Trice type shit, you know.
Okay.
Push the Line.
You just
So these are,
stop
I'm just
being
taking these
who?
from the website itself.
SP.
Yeah, because for the
Time
practice run, for the practice. Oh, I want to talk about McCullough. I want to talk about they just did the live version of the Jefferson All in the Family.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to talk about like how that show couldn't be sold now.
No, absolutely.
All in the Family and the Jeffersons couldn't be sold right now.
Archie Bunker could not exist.
Archie,
No way.
not today.
And the crazy thing about it is Archie Bunker changed TV
Yeah.
at the time that
He
it
did.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed TV.
But they
Now-
changed it right back. These
What?
days.
Archie Bunker. Yeah, the
Really?
way that he
Amber
talked.
Stevens West is in it.
People weren't talking like
Yeah.
that.
Hell no, TV.
Nah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Calling somebody a dumb Pollock and all that
Yeah.
shit. You
I
couldn't,
love
and you can't do
Amber.
that shit now.
Fresh
You
Ever?
know,
No.
N-word.
No.
I was there at
No, he was right in that
every
same
week.
era.
Why?
You know, he was actually, his show was #1
With Gerard too?
when All in the Family was was on.
Willie
A lot of
was one of
people
my
don't
best
know
friends
that. I
in
can't remember what year it was. All in the
He was
Family.
one of my best friends in the whole world.
Yeah.
That was in the 70s. I know.
It was in the 70s, yeah.
Great.
It might have been like
Right.
75.
Because it's
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
so-
person.
what sprung
Ever,
off of
like,
that?
Oh, like 15
Off
years.
of All in the Family?
CJ.
Yeah, like as
The
far as
Jeffersons.
Really?
Yeah,
that
I've
kind
known
of
since
talk.
before I was in law
Yeah, I
school.
mean, both of
Like,
them,
for
you
years,
know,
ever since it
just
was
the
party
way
down
that
here.
they talk.
What does he do?
George Jefferson used to always say
Some
honky
show. Something just
Yeah.
canceled.
all
There's
the time.
been,
You
like,
can't
some,
do
like,
that now.
Yeah, they was the white and black
disabled
version of
kids
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
speechless.
you can't do that now.
Same person.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers would be
I've
in
known him
such an
forever.
uproar, which is ridiculous.
But it's just because they're young. They don't
Okay, I
know.
just texted you
They-
a bunch. Oh, what
all
about
this
the
is,
gay
all we're
art
going
therapist
through is
said?
just a new generation
Yes,
coming up. Like
send me
it's
that
a new
one.
generation getting older. So they
People
think
are
they
so
discovered
sensitive,
shit,
man.
But they didn't discover.
like
We already knew
ridiculous.
about everything they making
Yeah.
noise about.
Especially when it comes to comedians.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with, we'll explain what the show is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Small talk at the beginning. And then we'll talk about us being comedians and what the show's about and how hard it is for us to be comics right now. Because either you can say, fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I wanna do, and then you find a group of people that will support that, like Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Or you try to be safe and non-offensive and just like caring and fake loving like Ron Funches.
And where are you?
I'm on the Andrew side of things. But I know how to do it in a way where,
They won't come after you.
yeah, ain't nobody coming after this. The way I structure my jokes and the way I write
Paul
my shit.
Mooney Light.
Huh?
Paul Mooney Light.
Yes, I'm very Paul Mooney Light.
That's how.
So
I was.
you're selling Paul Mooney shit with Robin Williams' face.
I'm selling Paul Mooney shit with Tommy Davis's face.
Got you.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney Light. That's how I would put it.
Yeah. Just I do more. Paul Mooney doesn't do bits. He just talks. What's that? Boston Straight Rape.
Yeah, Paul doesn't really try and
Yeah.
bring you
They
into it.
named him as a Marshall. the gay
Paul-
guy.
He doesn't
Not
give a
at all.
fuck whether you like it or not.
He just say what he say.
Yeah,
it's
he's not trying to really
gay?
like take you on a ride with him.
And he's
really.
the
Nope.
He's just like, this is what it is.
Oh,
I don't
Just
give
say
a
what
fuck.
he feels.
All right. Am I allowed?
yeah.
Yeah. And then
Just so
the
you know,
Marshall
you're in
is
that
five.
shot too.
He accept.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need to read
But they ain't
that.
started yet, right?
No, I'm just letting you know though.
The gay man will be leading Boston Straight Pride Parade.
There's so many things wrong with that.
I know. Maybe, I don't know, it's part of the joke.
Yes.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep, I just sent you everything.
Okay, good. I like this little thing. Where you get these little shits from?
Groupon.
Amazon?
Amazon.
That's Groupon.
Oh, that was Groupon.
Okay.
They got them on Amazon too.
Yeah. Groupon, I got 2 of those for
I
like
got
12
it.
bucks.
All right.
You ready?
Because I'm not gonna bring you in like Emil. I'm gonna like just talk and say, hey, welcome to Funny or Offensive.
Is it funny or
Is it-
offensive? Is it funny or
Yeah.
offensive? It's a question. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's issues with your flyer.
This is all.
Is that his company, Funny or Offensive?
Is it?
Is it funny or offensive? Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it Is It from
So,
now
I
on.
don't know if you wanna be over there.
You want me on this?
I get the funny or offensive part, right? Yeah.
It's got everything on it. I'll get there
when you're ready.
Right. Some cards. I went to school.
You know what? Marcus King presents Dash Card.
Just got some
Two
stuff
songs
on
playing right
there.
now.
Just need to kind of structure it from the beginning to get it running.
Some of the stuff you probably don't have. So,
That's the way I remember that song sounding.
everyone use that for, you know what I'm saying? So you can walk.
Thank you, love. Yeah, that was Little Brother, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, out of Charlotte, North Carolina, one of my favorite rap groups. I'm your host, Moranzio Vance. You are listening to Is It Funny or Offensive, presented by Marcus King Dash Comedy. Every day, every Monday, 5 to 7. Can we stop for a second? Is it echo?
You got an echo.
Oh, because you're in, change it to that one.
Yeah, plug it into the one next to you. Yeah. Just the headset.
Just that. Oh.
Just because he's connected into the same one.
It should, oh, you know what?
Oh.
No, let me take care of that.
No.
I was like, why am I? There we go.
Cool.
That's why.
Even if you plug it back in there now, it should be fine.
You think so?
Yeah,
Let's try it.
it should be fine, try it. Is that better?
Hello?
Is
Yeah,
it-
now we're
okay,
cooking with
yeah.
gas.
So what is it, Phil?
It's just, this, has to be muted. It's good.
Okay.
I
But will it
forgot.
catch the sound still?
No, yeah, it'll catch the sound.
We should probably
Okay.
move that a little bit to the right.
Can we try that?
It's off.
It has to be perfect. Like
And
you
then
coming into the
you're-
music and all that
Are
shit.
you doing the show too? Cause you're on the,
Sure.
you're in
That's
the
what I'm here
shot.
for you to tell me what to do.
Please. I ain't gonna yell at you, but yeah, you don't mind. I just want to be.
No, I got you.
You want me in it? Do you want me in the shot? Is this better? You see my boobs?
No, I was saying you were in the shot, so.
You don't stop.
You want me in it or
You
not?
can move it just a little more, Scott.
Did you ask? Can you see my?
Alright.
I can't hear.
To the right, just a little bit.
Oh, I'm not on right now.
Too much.
Okay.
Can you turn it that way?
I'm not gonna acknowledge the music. Check it out.
Just turn the top.
I had to remember that.
Don't go down.
I couldn't believe she would do me like that, baby. I just don't understand it, dog. Can't understand it.
Just turn it a little.
Oh, you know what? I'm
A
gonna
little
move.
more. A little more. Right there,
Hey,
that's
can
good.
I move? Can I move over there?
Move over where?
Want me to move there?
Huh?
Want me to move over there? So I
Right
can
here?
Yeah, so I can
Come on. Phil, you okay?
I'm good.
I just want to thank y'all for just tuning in. It's like this, yo.
What
When say put his verses out, promoters pull his curses out, that money for the purchase out, the charge card that they swipe for the worst amounts, cause this is business, not personnel. Thought that I would switch my personnel.
Like big dough and big pool.
Right. All right, there you go. That was Little Brother song called "Can't Stop" out of North Carolina. You are listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. I am your host, Moranzio Vance, and you are listening to Is It Funny or Offensive? And what better way to start this show by having a song where Fonte is talking about somebody performing in blackface. I don't know if it can get any better than that. Am I wrong? First of all, let me just say that this Monday, it is 100 degrees outside, and that is not funny. That is fucking offensive. It was cold last week. At one point last week, it was cold to the point where we were comfortable and we were questioning God and be like, man, it's really cold outside. You know, is the rapture coming? I'm okay with it, but is the rapture coming? But it was cold, and then I woke up this morning and shit was on fire. I don't know if that's something we should look into. As a lover of hip hop, as a lover of media, is the blackface still offensive now? Is it?
Is it?
Depends on who it comes from. It depends on who displays the blackface.
Okay, that's what Carlo was talking. Carlo new to a microphone. He just
Yeah.
started today.
Today is my first day, and I would say I'm personally not offended by it, but it is offensive. It's an offensive image. There are still people alive who would know what that means, so yes.
Okay, so recently we've had this thing going on where all these politicians, they've been digging up their old college pictures and high school pictures, and they were dressed up in blackface during a time where it was cool. It was never cool to do, but it was cool at that time because there were no repercussions involved for doing those things.
That's why they did.
And now they're digging up these people and saying, you wore blackface in 1971. Do I care now? Do you?
I do.
Why?
Just because I feel that that ass whooping they deserve is still in play. So let's find these pictures and then
So are we gonna whoop their ass or we just gonna take them out of office?
vote if possible.
You're asking a lot. That's like the Catholic Church when people get molested. They be like, yeah, I want him to be transferred, but I also want like the
Yes.
Boston Red Sox.
Asking my people to pick your cotton for 400 years is asking a lot. So you
Okay.
deserve. I feel you deserve to get these hands forever.
Forever?
Not forever. Like the one ass whooping you get is the one you had coming.
So so all these people that dress in blackface, they have like ass whoopers on the back order,
On back order.
and they need to be delivered.
Amazon Prime is coming.
All right.
But it's not.
Side drawing.
But it's not for wearing blackface. It's for slavery.
It's a combination of the two.
So recently they had also like Gucci. Who came under fire? Katy Perry came under fire because she had some shoes that had blackface on it, or whatever. They said it looked like blackface. I felt like it was reaching a little. It was reaching a little bit. And then I guess Gucci had sweaters that looked like black people in blackface or whatever, and everybody's like, boycott Gucci. First of all, how many black people can really afford like Gucci flat out? What's the percentage of people that's like, man, fuck Gucci? Because there's a lot of poor people that was yelling, fuck Gucci. We're not listening to you because we know you can't afford Gucci. It's kind of like, why are you in this fight? You know what I mean? Like, why are you even participating in it? Just sit it out. This ain't your fight. This ain't your heel. You got other shit you can worry about, like being able to afford Gap. Then work your way up to Gucci or go to Banana Republic Day. You know, it's progression. It's Old Navy. Yeah. The shoes, they had black lips on it. It was a black shoe with black lips, and I guess a triangle nose, and this bitch put some googly eyes on it from Michael's Arts and Crafts. And everybody was like, oh my God, this shoe is in blackface. But it's a white shoe also. So it's
a beige.
A beige
a
shoe.
Nude shoe.
So it's a mulatto shoe.
The timing of it was bad. That's really what it was. It wasn't even
When is there a good time for racism?
Well, you
like
know,
right before you get off work?
I mean, during work, truthfully,
Okay.
because it's racist thoughts in your head. But that is just, it was a sensitive time. They should have knew not to drop that.
Okay, before we go any further, let me
Cool.
introduce everybody. So, Ricardo, introduce yourself so people can know who is talking, because you just started talking. No one said who you were.
Well, yeah, I'm
He didn't say
Carlo
your
Flanagan. I'm a comedian from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, well, talking to the microphone. Don't talk to me, bitch.
I'm talking to the.
Okay.
Was that not pick up? Did you not pick me up? Is that better?
Ricardo is also a rapper too, who
I am.
apparently is not familiar with a microphone.
Well, my rap stance toward a microphone is much different.
Well, how you normally do it? You got the microphone
I'm right
in your
in
hand?
front of it. It's aggressive energy coming from me in front, and the mic is usually up here too. By the way.
Right. So you used to having the long black thing above your head.
Yeah. Well, not in that sense.
Yeah.
To apply. Which is a nice try, But that was good.
I was just seeing if you were paying
I
attention.
respect
Just want to
that.
see if you were paying
Oh
attention.
yeah, I'm paying
Okay.
attention. I'm always there for that.
And we're joined also,
Cassie Dang.
and Cassie does a lot of things here at Dash. She's a parent of this company. Like she helped birth
Mm-hmm.
this particular.
I birthed it.
You birthed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's a part of it. And what were you about to say?
Nothing. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for
And
mentioning
yeah, because I need people to know who the fuck they're talking to.
I probably
Alright.
won't usually be on the mic.
No, you won't.
Okay.
But just for this
But I'm
particular
here
moment.
today.
So, do you have a problem with blackface? I know you don't have a dog in this race.
Right. I don't
Because
have any
you
dogs
are-
in this race.
Because you are,
Asian. I am Vietnamese American.
okay, Vietnamese. Born in America?
Born in America.
Where?
Santa Ana, California.
Okay.
Like 15 miles away from here.
Alright.
But I know that it's offensive. I can't say that it hurts my feelings because I'm Asian. I guess it's a little offensive when people have yellow face. Do yellow face? Is that a thing?
Do they do yellow face? I don't think there's no yellow face.
I mean, I know that it's offensive, and I would never ever think that it was okay to do it, even if in the 70s or whatnot. It was
So,
cool or
so for black people, it is the traditional stereotypes that people use to make fun of black people is they put big lips on something,
Mhm.
they make them red, they make our hair very coarse,
Mhm.
uncontrollable, like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant got all that goddamn money. He just won't. This motherfucker won't get a relaxer or nothing. It's like, dude, you got titles and shit. You got sneakers. How you got your own sneaker, but you ain't got no hair care product?
Man,
This motherfucker,
just one time.
you got fucking psoriasis all up in this shit. It's just, you seen it?
Yeah, I see it. Every
I
time I
gotta-
see a picture of him, I just want so bad for somebody to just give him a brush. Just
Kevin
one-
Durant's hair is like Mike,
Try it out.
like Mike Tyson's teeth. You can get them shit fixed, but you just don't, because you think it's a part of your character.
He thinks it makes him more fierce.
But hair that look like water won't stay in it. It's not popular. I just don't. He don't know what a brush look like. He just
never felt the stroke of a brush at all.
no. And if I bet all his combs got bristles missing. It's just
Man,
from it grabbing it and like, stop this is unnecessary.
Almost, well, I don't know if this would be racist to say, but you imagine if he walked into like one of those Korean stores, they got all the beauty supplies.
Yep.
And they saw his head.
Yep.
You imagine how they'll rush him? Like, oh no. You know, I don't even want to do the voice because that would be racist.
Well, let Cass.
Yeah, Cassie, can you do an impression?
Can you do an impression of an Asian person?
Oh, really bad.
Really bad?
It's
How
really,
the fuck are you Asian? You can't do Asian.
I can't do a Vietnamese accent for my life. Like, you know, like Angela Johnson does that bit about the nail, the questo nail.
Yeah.
I have to copy her doing copy.
That's
in the
fucked up
Vietnamese
that you had.
people.
That's fucked up that you had to refer to a Mexican making
Yeah.
fun of an Asian,
Yeah.
so you could do a fucking Asian accent. I'm offended that you don't even know your goddamn culture. Look,
know
we're
it,
gonna
I
take a
just
break
can't
and
do-
come back. You
I
are
don't hear
listening
color.
to listen. You are listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. I'm your host, Moranzia Vance. You are listening to Is It Funny or Offensive? We'll be right back. I'm offended.
That's a pretty good example.
I like that.
What?
The lines are on.
I'll do a better
What?
job of introducing everybody at the beginning.
It's not on.
Because I know it's not going to be this way
It's not.
all the time.
I'm gonna.
Do you want me to play music
No,
when you break and all that, or?
Phil, what do you
You
think?
can. You can, so we just get a feel for what type of music
What are you
want.
thinking?
That was cool so far, man. Cassie, can you send me the topics that you sent him?
Yes.
I think you broke too early.
Then a minute?
No, like.
No, we were just breaking because we were trying to get back on schedule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he showed me the card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh, okay.
stopped.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, so
He's
it's
going
5:30,
all
so we
that.
break now, come back, do a full segment till 6.
It's okay.
Alright,
It's
I'll go
basically
back.
just here. Let me. You want me to send you the links or just the topics?
You can send the links.
So I'm gonna keep a list of the.
Is that funny or offensive? I mean, that look dangerous. She gonna kill him.
No, at least they're going into water.
Yeah, but that's
If
her.
it wasn't water.
But that's her element.
If it was
but that's
just-
her element. That's her element. This bitch is built like a billboard. Status.
So I'm gonna keep a list of possible products. You should do hair products.
For his? Yeah.
That should work. Okay, opening song, possible products. So I'm gonna keep a list of possible products. Hair products. Hair care line. We get them?
Not yet. Send an email or text.
Text. So it's delivered.
Yeah, okay,
Okay, so I think it was good. I think in the opening, maybe you should do a lot more about you and the
Okay.
show.
All
you
right.
know? At least for the first episode when we go live next week.
Okay.
Try to maybe do the whole first segment about what the show is and who you are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not just like,
So I can
so
introduce
people
myself.
aren't confused about what they're
Yeah,
listening
introduce
to.
yourself.
Right.
What the show is.
All right.
Or you can come up with like an intro gig, like a little jingle thing that y'all do, like different shows.
Yeah, give us some background.
Okay.
Not
I'll do that. I'll do
Because all I
that.
know is you're a comedian. Like, I don't know you're a black comedian. I don't know where you're from, what part of the country you're from.
Right.
I don't know where you formulated these
Thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, your opinions from. You can say, well, I grew up. I don't know if this is true or not, but you can say I grew up in a place that was very conservative,
It's a South.
or whatever. But you know, if you make it understood to people who you are and where you're coming from, then they can decide whether they want to fuck with what you're talking about or not.
Okay.
And the brand, obviously. 'Cause this is a brand.
It makes
What's that?
it,
This
it
is
makes
a
it
brand.
easier when you
Right,
have
right.
like
They do it other shows.
not like a jingle, but like an intro speech thing that y'all do, like different shows do like an intro, and they'll have like, hey, my name is Scott Taylor, welcome back to Generation U Radio, I'm in the house we got and then you go all the way around.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you get everybody, but it's like a SOP, so that way you do it every time. You feel me?
Father Flanagan.
Is that your?
That's my Twitter. Rap name again.
Kevin Winslow II found guilty of rape and 2 misdemeanors.
I thought you meant. the guy
Motherfucker
from-
caught more cases than he caught passes.
I thought you were saying Family Matters.
Who?
Yeah.
Kevin Winslow II.
Oh, yeah, that's the fun.
Kevin Winslow was a tight end and was in the NFL. His dad was played before him, which is good, and then he got into the league, but he never became that guy. He never lived up to his dad or whatever. But also in the midst of him not living up to his dad, he lived up to a prison sentence. How long was the break?
Yeah,
As
we
long
can
as
come back.
you want. You ready?
Come back.
Yeah, let's go back. Okay. Welcome back to Marcus King's Welcome back to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. You're listening to Is It Funny or Offensive? I'm your host, Moranzio Vance. For those of you who do not or may not know who I am originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, which is a conservative area, Bible Belt. If you let's see who we got. Georgia is a part of the Bible Belt. South Carolina is a part of the Bible Belt. Very religious area where liquor stores don't open up until 2 p.m. on Sunday. Which is weird because you can marry your cousin, but you can't buy alcohol before 2 p.m. because that's wrong. But if you see your cousin and she looking all thick and moist, you like, yo, keep it in the family. Get this barn booty going on. I don't know.
Barn booty.
But I'm from the South, and it's hard, you know what I mean? Because I didn't grow up with the same views and opinions that, my mother tried to instill in me and my father tried to instill in me and my grandmother. I love my grandmother, but, her philosophies and beliefs were outdated because, she had just become, like, my grandmother was like those black people that just missed slavery. Like, she just missed it by a week. You know what I'm saying? When she was born, they were like, girl, you had been born last week, you'd have been a slave. But like, she
Yeah.
born and raised in South Carolina, moved to North Carolina. My grandmother had a 6th grade education. My grandfather had a 3rd grade education. They made like fucking $2 a week or something working. I don't know how the fuck they did that. I don't know where they were living, where your rent was like $10. I mean, if it is, now if you pay rent for $10, you don't want to live in that neighborhood.
Yeah, you're on Section 8.
Facts.
Is it Section A or Section 8?
8.
8. Section 8. Section 8.
Yeah, you can get rent. That's 10 or 15.
15. I mean, I know about it because I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the Boys and Girls Club that I worked at was in the center of these projects. Well, a majority of the people were on Section 8. A lot of moms trying to find fathers for their kids and everything, and they saw a young man with a job, and they was like, he can't smell the poor on me, I'm gonna holler at him.
And Section 8 is welfare?
Yes.
Is Section 8 welfare?
Yeah,
It's a form of it.
It's government
yeah,
assistance.
it's government assistance. It's
So what qualifies, like, do we say everything that's government assistance mean you poor or you under that welfare monocle?
no.
I don't think so.
Okay. Like, because I know people that live in LA that audition regularly to get food stamps.
I did.
So you wasn't on welfare.
I was on welfare.
You were?
Yeah.
Out here?
Yeah.
Are you from here?
No.
You came here to get on welfare?
Yeah.
You were like, yo, I'm gonna go to LA. I'm gonna get on welfare.
Yeah. I went to private school. I didn't need welfare.
You just did it because you wanted to.
No, I just didn't have any money.
Well, that's Los Angeles.
You shouldn't have went to private school.
That's what Los Angeles does.
Yeah.
Your first problem is you put too much into your education and backfire. Nah.
No, it's true. You're absolutely right.
All right, so.
I tell my mother, all the money you spent on school, you could be giving me now.
Right.
And
But-
now you're tapped out.
And you tapped out.
And I'm tapped out.
Right.
So I gotta get these food stamps.
Are you educated?
Your mind is
Yeah. I went to college.
Where'd you go?
University of Virginia.
Can you tell people who's talking so they won't be like this phantom black guy?
Oh, I'm Darren. I'm running the boards.
Okay.
From around here.
You went to Virginia?
Yeah.
Cavaliers?
Yep.
What did you major in?
Theater.
Theater.
Didn't we all?
I minored in theater.
I majored in theater, so this is what we ended up doing, radio. So the show is called Is It Funny or Offensive? Basically where we're just gonna break down how the world has changed from what it used to be to what it is now. Because things that we could used to get away with, you can't get away with now. Like even shit you used to get away with 10 years ago, you can't get away with.
Is this everybody, or are you making a hard line with black people or anyone?
Anybody.
Okay.
'Cause
Because
I
there's a
feel-
lot of things that I feel that we can get away with now that we couldn't get away with back then, and that.
Is it wrong for me to say that I think there's certain things that black people can get away with now that we probably shouldn't be able to get
I
away
agree
with?
with you.
Like we got maybe in certain areas we have too much like power. Not I ain't gonna say power, but we really take advantage of the fact that we've been through some shit
Yeah.
and we like take it too far sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
That's what people do.
so like for example, when I say we take it too far, in South Carolina they took down the Confederate flag.
Right.
Right? It was a big thing. Like they had a ceremony, people was outside, it was like a parade, like all these black people, there was like you got black people that's happy as coming down, you got white people that's happy as coming down, you got white people like what the fuck, you know, what's going on. You got some black people like, don't take it down, we're gonna make these white people mad, you know.
Really?
Like, oh, you're never gonna be in a situation where everybody is in agreement with what's going to happen. It's not gonna happen. I don't think.
I can imagine the white people, but not black people.
I don't think even if everybody had voted on say, yo, black people should be able to go free. And if we voted, I feel like some black person would be like, I don't like this idea. It's always one. I don't give a fuck who you are. There's always one person like, but we eating.
Yeah.
We got clothes.
I can name a couple people who have radios, like shows and voices and platforms right now who would vote against that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Candace
Absolutely.
Parker.
That's sad.
Candace Parker. Not Candace,
Owens.
Candace Owens. Candace
Candace
Owens.
Owens.
Candace Owens. She would definitely be like, Stacey
Oh,
Dash.
yeah. Oh,
Stacey-
like those. Oh,
Ben Carson.
Oh, no, I thought you meant people you actually know in real life.
I don't know them,
No.
no,
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
their actions dictate that they would
Omarosa.
be against
Right.
our freedom.
Yes, there are black conservatives.
There's a lot of black conservatives, rappers and comics. There's black comic conservatives. Yes. So, with that being said, the premise of the show is basically we're gonna like dive into it and find out if the things we're gonna go in the past and find out what was funny and if what was offensive, what's happening right now, and what we can see happening in the future as far as like what could possibly be offensive. For example, recently we just had them do a live version of All in the Family and the Jeffersons, right? Iconic TV shows created by Norman Lear that starred, rest in peace, Carol O'Connor, who played this iconic character named Archie Bunker. He had a wife named Edith, and their daughter and son-in-law all lived together in a house. And next door to them were the Jeffersons, which was Sherman Hemsley and Phil. What was the black lady's name that played Weezy? George. George Jefferson. Isn't she famous? Like, wasn't she like somebody's mom or something like that?
I can't think of her name.
All these goddamn smartphones. We stupid as
No,
fuck
you're
right
thinking
now.
of Lenny Kravitz's mom.
She was.
Oh, she was on there, right?
She was the one married to the white dude.
Yeah. Which was at the time
Crazy.
a lot of things happened. Like a lot of things happened on the Jeffersons, but a lot of things happened on All in the Family that allowed the shit that went on the Jeffersons to happen. Because Archie Bunker was a racist white man who would sit in his chair and talk shit about everybody in every race, like completely.
Isabel Sanford.
Isabel Sanford, yes. Isabel Sanford. Like towards the end of her career, she did a lot of Old Navy commercials. Is she still alive? I don't want to put her in the ground if she's not in the ground. You know, I hate when people do that. Bushwick Bill.
She's dead.
She's dead, right? Okay. Like Bushwick Bill, he was dying all day yesterday. Like it came out and like he dead, and people like, no, he's still alive, and then he dead. He halfway there. What's going on? And then like this morning, like officially, and I was like,
He's dead, right?
yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
52.
52. That's young.
He had,
Yeah.
he had prostate cancer, I believe, or
Yeah, he had prostate cancer.
right?
Yeah,
Or no,
Pancreatic.
pancreatic cancer. Yeah.
pancreatic. Isn't that near the asshole too?
No.
Where's
But
where's
Right above.
right above?
Right above.
That's what Alex Trebek has.
Yeah, I don't go to the doctor, so I don't know none of that shit. But All in the Family was an iconic show, and then you brought in George Jefferson, who lived next door to him, and he would come in and challenge Archie Bunker, and like they would go back and forth, and have like really, at the time, should have been heated racial discussions, but because they had studio audience laughing at it, they laughed at some of the stuff. You know what I mean?
And why do you think that was?
I think because it had never been on TV before. We had never seen this before. We had never seen anything like All in the Family before. It was, for that time period, it was edgy. Black people were fighting for their rights. We were still marching. We had afros. We had, we were fucking in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, power to the people, bell bottoms. Like, we still trying to get it. You know what I mean? And this show comes out with these very controversial topics, and you had this very controversial white man saying shit, and he was mean to his wife. Like, All in the Family was crazy. Like, Archie Bunker could have been abusive. We wouldn't even known it. Like, when she went upstairs, he could have been beating the shit out of her. We don't know.
He was.
All in the Family wouldn't have made it past one episode. These
Oh, now it would make it. You're listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. Am I supposed to say that right here? Or just in the middle? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this show would not get greenlit right now. Like, if we went right now and pitched this show, they would be like, get the fuck off the lot.
But it did well when it was replayed, no?
But they didn't go in though. They didn't go
They
in.
didn't go in.
It was the same
kept it
script.
light. They kept it real
It
light.
was the same script.
It
It
was
was a script, a episode.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Like they didn't go.
But
with
they didn't
the
choose
strongest-
that episode.
No.
That'll have all these liberals crying.
No,
That's what
it
they
was a
did.
very, very, very loose-based version of what both of those shows were. Because then you have the spinoff, which was the Jeffersons, about a black man who owned a dry cleaners, which is like iconic at the time because he owned a business. There wasn't a lot of shows that had black men owning shit, right? And they lived in a nice penthouse apartment. But I think the contradiction of the show was the fact that they had a black maid. Marla Gibbs was their maid, you know what I mean? And then you had Lenny Kravitz's mom, who was on the show, and she was married to a white man. I don't think you had seen that at the time, had you?
No.
No, you hadn't seen an interracial couple
At all.
on TV at that time. So it was so many moving pieces. Because if you sitting at home and you hate black people, you don't know what to hate first. Do I hate this black man that got this business and he's standing in his apartment and he's slamming doors in front of white people's faces and calling them honky? Like, he used to call white people honky. Honky was a terrible racist word because I wouldn't even use it right now. Even if somebody told me you should say honky, I don't think it's offensive.
That's a funny racial epithet though.
Yeah, it's funny, but
Is it funny or offensive?
it don't. It's fun. Is honky funny or offensive? I think it's funnier than it is offensive because you know how when you hear somebody say nigga, you like it sting a little bit. You like damn nigga, it sting. But if you say honky to somebody, they can be like
Very lighthearted.
it's a lighthearted thing.
All of our racial epithets are very lighthearted.
Except cracker.
That's even lighthearted to me.
Cracker ain't. The reason why I like cracker so much.
I don't think there's
because
a white person who gets offended by the word cracker.
I don't think most white people know why they call themselves cracker. Because white people think they get called cracker because they white like a fucking saltine cracker. But that's not why we call it cracker. We call it cracker because when they were here with the whip would crack. And they're like, here come that cracker. That's offensive. Like, not for them. It's more like we big them up like, damn, do you crack a good whip? Like even when we trying to be racist towards them or like come up, it's still a compliment. Even in our attempt to try to create a word to match the fact that they created nigga, we still can't get that right. We still have not found a word to say to white people that they be like, oh, unless you call a white person racist, then the needle scratch.
That's the word.
That's the word. You want to make a white person mad? Call them racist.
No.
Shit shut down.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to find that word that stings.
I feel like racism would be a lot better if white people gave us a word to call them that had the same fucking value or devalue if we called them that.
You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to associate khakis with racism. I think that would hurt them a little more, because that's some of their favorite pants. Khakis.
But khakis also is like a litmus test. Like if you say, oh, this motherfucker, you know,
Well,
darker than khaki or something like that, I'm not, you know.
if they wear beige khakis, that's a racist uniform. Any other, like Dickies, because you got Dickies, they black or blue.
I don't think Dickies is a racist. I think Dockers are.
Dockers are the racist.
Dockers are racist. Dockers are the racist khakis. Dickies.
the point.
Only reason I don't say Dickies because cats from DC wear Dickies. Dickies is a clothing brand that dudes in DC wear.
Like plumbers.
And LA.
Yeah, in
And
LA.
LA.
In LA.
Thanks,
It's like-
Jordan.
yeah, Dickies is for everybody. You know what I mean? But like Dockers, it takes a certain piece of shit.
The pleats. It's the
Yeah,
pleats.
the pleats. It's very IT pants. Very like I work at a country club pants. My wife is pasty pants. You know what I mean? Like those are very.
They when you pull them up after you say nigga, you say you
Yeah. If you don't pull, you have to pull your pants up after you say nigga because you're not sure if you're gonna have to run
Exactly.
or you trying to send a message like yeah, and I'll say it again,
Yeah.
bitch. Like I'm getting myself ready because I got to get in a position to say nigga again. I don't know how you're gonna react because I don't think you heard me the first time. So let me fix my pants. I'm gonna start running, right? So you had that, and then I didn't watch the whole thing because it was watered down of the Jeffersons and All in the Family. I think it was miscast a little bit. I love Wanda Sykes as a comic and as a personality, and she's a friend, but I didn't like her as Wheezy.
You didn't think she was strong enough?
Was she too strong?
Well, her voice don't fit that character either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because Wanda got that, you know what's crazy about cheese and candy? You only hear that shit for 30 minutes. I love Wanda, but you don't want to hear, George, you need to sit down somewhere for 20 minutes. What the fuck? Like,
Sounds to me like you should have played Edith then.
right? She should have played Edith. That's who the fuck should have played Edith. That would have been a motherfucking, yo, that would have made white people mad as fuck.
Oh, man.
You gonna take one of our most iconic shows and replace it with
Some interracial
some
love.
interracial love? What the fuck? Archie Bunker would get up out of this grave.
Man.
God, niggas. Like, it's been an outrage.
And she's gay.
And she's gay. I would have, yo,
Oh,
listen.
man.
You remember that Chappelle episode where, the Clayton Bixby episode,
Yeah.
and Dave Chappelle take the hoodie off, and the motherfucker's head blow up because he can't take it?
Yeah.
That'd have been all of middle America. They would have like, what?
Yeah, you'd have seen white
Wanda
people.
Sykes is Edith? She black and she a lesbian? Nobody hear that shit.
Man, they would've-
And she got that voice. That's three things that'll make you take your own head off and throw it at the TV and be like, this is bullshit. This world ain't what I'm supposed to be. And then throw your motherfucking head at somebody.
Who would you have cast?
To play Wheezy? Fuck. Who's allowed?
Monique.
Nah, Monique's energy. I love Monique, but her energy is too
Strong?
it's too strong. Like her personality. When Monique walking around, you can just feel the aggression. And she's a sweet person, but you can just feel like you walking on thin ice. Like you got one time to say something about her mustache or her weight, and she coming. Sugar.
Loretta Devine.
You know why I didn't think Loretta Devine? Because she always get fat black woman work. And we got to give it to somebody else. Loretta Devine can't get all the fat black
I
woman work.
love her so much.
You know who should have got it? Yvette Nicole Brown.
Oh, yes.
I like
That's
her.
a good choice.
Yvette Nicole Brown. She's funny. She looked like a more attractive Weezy Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Because Weezy Jefferson was not attractive. I'm sorry.
And she's
I
got a
just-
nice voice.
She does, but it was also, look, this is going to be offensive. There was no attractive black mamas on TV back in the day. It was none.
That's not true.
Who?
Diane Carroll.
Okay, Diane Carroll. But
The
that's
first
the
one.
60s.
Still.
Yeah, you had to go like Google.
Go through his
Look.
list of Rolodex.
He had to look past his record collection to find that. Let me see here. Hold up now. God damn, ain't this a bitch?
Pulled that straight out of his speech.
Yeah. He gave that out of 8-track. But okay, Diane Carroll was attractive, but Esther Roll was not attractive. Weezy Jefferson was not attractive.
He was in Quiet Taste.
the mom from What's Happening Now. She ate both Weezy Jefferson and Esther Rosen. Rest in peace. Was it Shirley Hemphill? Was her name? Mm-hmm. Shirley. She wasn't attractive. She like Tracy Morgan. Like Tracy Morgan and Rosie Gaines Rosie Greer had a baby, and it was Shirley.
See, that's all white America could take at that time.
Was women that look like men?
Is the hefty African American female.
They all wanted black women that looked like they could take care of their children.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, that's exactly what
that's what they look like.
The only ones they knew.
Yeah,
the ones that were.
They didn't know attractive women.
Yeah,
Right?
no. You think
Attractive
they could
black
handle
women.
a Rihanna back then?
No, it wasn't. No.
Do you think,
No.
you
But
think white people could take seeing a fine black
But it's
woman
just
walking in the room?
the first attractive mom that we really know about, other than Diane Carroll, was Felicia Rashad.
Oh, they couldn't have
Yeah.
that.
Felicia Rashad was like back in the day. Miss Huxtable could get all of it,
Oh man.
Yeah.
all of it, and some more.
And you think white men felt the same way?
Oh, they couldn't take it. If Felicia Rashad was on TV from '69 to '80, all those white ladies would have been protesting because they would have their husbands would have discovered a woman 10 times finer than them, and they couldn't handle that. So,
Television you can't have a fine black woman on TV, and she educated, and she stay in a brownstone in New York where you're not supposed to be able to afford it, and she a lawyer, so you can't check her. It's too much.
you're gonna put a black woman on TV in the '60s and '70s whose ass is not flat. You know how many flat asses they had from the '60s to the '80s? You can't see.
It was a flat ass black woman epidemic. They just went and got women that were built like upside down snowmen.
Can't handle that.
You can't have it. And it's not attractive. You know what I mean? Felicia Rashad, attractive. Thelma was attractive.
Oh man.
Thelma.
Thelma, not Thelma, was it Thelma?
From Good Times?
From Good Times, it's Thelma, yeah. Thelma was attractive. Who else?
Fresh Prince.
No, that's too young. I mean, that's too new.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking about 70s. Like, who was attractive in the 70s that was on TV besides Thelma? Who was watching TV but, I love it. It wasn't D from What's Happening. D looked like Roger. Nell Carter's mid-80s.
Oh, okay.
But she was still a victim of fat black women, and that was I think Give Me a Break was an offensive show to me. It wasn't nothing funny about this. You got a black woman whose best friend died, and she just said, you know what, I ain't doing nothing in my life. I'm going to help this white man raise these unappreciative white kids. I could go sing on Broadway, but now I'm going to help these fucking white kids and Chief raise these kids. And the fact that they made her sing the fucking theme song, Nell Carter sang the theme song for Give Me a Break.
Old girl from Good Times sang the Good Times theme song, and the Jeffersons.
Yeah, but Nell Carter sang a theme song about Give Me a Break because I sure need one.
Mm-hmm. It was a Negro spiritual.
Sure need one.
And the humming.
Right?
The original version was a humming.
And no one was in upheaval about that, right?
Nobody.
Nobody even said anything.
You know what it is? Because we so happy to be working.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, my mom don't like, and I don't have a problem with the business side of him. I don't like the content he creates. So let me make that statement known. I'm not a fan of Tyler Perry. Work. Like, I'm not going to see no movie. I'm not going to see Boo 1, 2, or 3. I don't give a fuck about it.
He would have been a good Weezy.
He too tall. He too tall. He too tall. He would have told Jamie Foxx ass up.
Well, that's, I mean.
And they were like, that's not a part of the script.
Anyway.
That's not a part of the script. They're like, I don't care. We live. It's gonna happen. Let it happen. George. George.
That would have been amazing.
You know who should have played fucking Weezy Jefferson? Aquafina.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
really?
man.
She got the voice.
Man.
Kind of.
You know who I'm talking about?
I know her.
You know her?
Uh-huh.
Yo, she got the deepest voice in the world. I thought fucking Barry White was reincarnated. Cause I've never seen Crazy Rich Asians. I've never seen it, so I don't know none of her work.
Yeah.
I just saw her in the interview one day, and she was talking, and she like, you know what's crazy? Things are really popping in the news right now, and I was like, who the fuck is this old Asian Chinese herbal bitch talking right now? She was like, you know what's crazy? I've been having a lot of fun lately. And I'm like,
She
you?
could've done it.
Huh?
She could-
Fuck yeah.
could've done it.
But if she called me right now and told me to come over, I'd be like, nah, dude. You didn't get me to come over. Now with that voice, you gotta fucking put a child on the phone or something. You gotta find somebody a little moist or something, cause you be like, hey, my mama said, can you come over? All right, I'll be over. Like, she can't say, yeah, you wanna come over later? That monkey's moist right now. Would you like some? That's some chicken chow mein and pussy if you want some. No, bitch, keep that.
Solid no.
All right, go take a break. You are listening to Is It Funny or Offensive? I'm your host, Marazia Vance. Marcus King to present Dash Company.
Okay.
God damn.
She like,
It was something.
Dog. What's her name again?
Denise Nichols, room 222.
Yeah.
69.
Your guess is here?
And,
Come right.
Oh, yeah.
first interracial marriage on TV. It wasn't a black guy, but the show that was on, they actually produced their own show because none of the studios would deal with it because it was an interracial couple.
Bill Dawes, ladies and gentlemen. Give Bill a
You
microphone.
know who that is, right?
okay.
No.
Lucille Ball, and
Yes, y'all there?
yeah,
Love Lucy.
that's why they did their own show.
Because they
They
won't
produced it themselves because
they wouldn't let nobody do it.
Yeah, none of the studios would do it.
What show?
Okay, so ready?
I love Lucy.
Wrap it up.
Reset.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because they were married in real life.
Reset.
I'm trying to figure out what kind it was.
They started
I
the
usually
three
record
camera
this every
sitcom.
16 minutes, and so instead of
That's all good, man.
He means
and then this is topic.
It's gonna be like 3 companies that can do it.
A lot of times,
Board out
in
for
case
the
you're
show.
just
Hey,
tuning
Darren,
in,
do you need a board out for this?
Do I need what?
And
Do
we're
you need a
talking
board out
about
or do you want to run the board for the show?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So,
All right, I have somebody that's gonna be
reset,
filed.
topic, break, and then I'll usually do the minutes.
I'll find somebody.
I do the minutes, I do
Maybe she
hand
can take a
signals, he
Mevo.
does no hand
Okay, that'd be cool.
Everything.
but I do hand signals.
Yeah, she wants to do that. That's cool.
He's gonna stick with the hand signals.
All right, cool.
And yeah, I forgot to tell you that stuff. So reset, topic,
Did you get that
wrap
tape?
it up, or I'll do time, and then break.
You about to bounce?
You didn't do either one of them?
I did one.
Or did you? Okay.
Yeah, I
But some people really like the no parts, like
Okay.
Slink enjoys
You wanna just go to it?
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go in with the
Yeah, that was a good,
It's good, right?
yeah, yeah.
What you
It was
can
long,
do when you do it,
it was
you can give them my
more than I
number,
thought.
and you can tell them that I saw the guy that did it. If you want to, that's on you.
We're gonna. So, Bill, the show's called Funny or Offensive.
All right, well,
So the premise is we talk about something and decide whether. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for your help,
Are you
Doc.
out? Get home safely. Thank you for coming out.
Bill, we did not play this to upset you. Bill, Bushwick Bill died yesterday.
also, if you can, just move in just a little bit. Yeah.
So basically, we're gonna take a topic and we'll discuss whether or not it's funny or offensive, and break it down. The next thing we're gonna talk about is the creator of Arthur defends the fact that they had a gay character. You ever watch Arthur?
The cartoon?
Yeah,
That a gay character.
they have a gay character now. A teacher on the show is gay. Mark Brown says he's disappointed that an Alabama station refused to play the episode of Arthur where Mr. Ratburn gets married to another guy.
Okay.
And we can discuss whether that is that funny or offensive or why should we fucking care. But more or less, is it funny or offensive that people got mad, or is it funny or offensive that?
Okay. They did that.
And then we can talk about
Which one?
Boston is having a straight day parade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about is that funny or offensive, and is it even necessary?
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little, just a
But I'm gonna
smidge.
set you up because we'll start talking. We're gonna interview and I'll ask you some questions and then we'll
That's,
go.
no, yeah, that's
That's
just,
it,
hold
right.
on.
That's good.
Yeah. Maybe let's go see.
Those are literally the only two black people named Robin.
Yeah, but like, what time frame was it though? 'Cause, like,
The Wi-Fi signal isn't strong enough for me to go live.
after Tyson,
Bill, are you on the
I
guest?
don't even know what time frame you had it.
They won't let me do it. Say what?
Not as a charger for iPhone.
Yeah, I do.
It'll say like signal isn't strong enough.
Do we have a
Did you get on one?
hotspot yet?
No, I can't charge it.
You might want to try not using Wi-Fi. Will it work with your cellular?
You can use your data.
You think so?
Can, yeah, of course.
If it's, if it works.
If it goes, it goes. I don't give a fuck.
Hi, Comedy.
Oh, yeah, give
Are you ready? Go ahead.
Welcome back to Marcus Kings Presents Dash Comedy. I'm your host, Moranzio Vance, and you're listening to Is It Funny or Offensive? I'm joined today by Cassie has stepped away from the microphone.
Hi.
I got Ricardo, Father Flanagan out of Cleveland, Ohio, right? Cleveland, Ohio. Ricardo's a comedian and a rapper. I'm not sure which one he's good at, but he does it. He does it. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna block your blessing. You ready? Ricardo posts his rap video. Ricardo is that guy that walks the neighborhood and records himself walking through the neighborhood, and he just talks about everything that he sees. The most boring shit I've ever watched. But I watch it religiously because I'm like, one day this shit gonna get good. It's like a Tyler Perry movie. At some point, this shit gonna get good. I know it is. I know it is.
Your moment is coming.
Yeah. And I'm also joined by a good friend, Bill Dawes, ladies and gentlemen, comedian.
Now, I'm waiting for you to talk shit about me right now. See what you
No,
say.
I'm gonna bring it. Well, I like how Bill leans into this poor white trash guy, right? And it's funny because Bill has an interesting story. Bill is from Virginia, right?
Yeah.
What part?
Well, Alexandria.
Alexandria, Virginia. That's not bad.
No.
Alexandria?
My mom's from Kentucky, so it was like, you know.
A little bit of.
Yeah, that's why it's halfway, half track.
A little bit half trash, a little bit. We're trying to progress
Yes.
and move to a nice area, but
Yeah.
not too much into the city because we can't
Yeah.
afford it. And then you went to Princeton,
Yeah.
scholarship
Scholarship.
for aerospace engineering,
Yeah.
and he does none of that now. Do you understand? Bill,
That's a hell of a choice not to do.
we've had the discussion already.
Yeah.
Me and Bill had a discussion in the green room of the Long Beach Laugh Factory, and we talked about how it's crazy that Bill has his degree of aerospace engineering, but he chooses to struggle in fucking comedy. And then we joked about it. It's not even necessarily white privilege. It's just the fact that he's like, I just wanna see what struggle look like. Like I've never seen anyone like say, fuck it, I'ma just struggle. Like I can do whatever I want. I got a degree, bitch. I can build a spaceship. But you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go to a comedy club and make people please appreciate me. Please appreciate me. But the funny thing about Bill is Bill be traveling. Bill just went to Colombia, South America, and hung out with like, what was it? The gorillas? What the fuck was it?
Well, no one knows what's going on in Colombia. There was like a new turnover of government every 2 years, but they were just in the trails and they had their machine guns.
Yeah.
And I went to him and I said, hey man, I need a good Instagram post.
And Bill, I look on, so Bill hit me up because we talked about bringing him in to work on the show, and then Bill was like, yo, I'm going to Colombia. I may or may not come back. It's literally what the fuck he says, man. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, man, I'm going into the jungle. What? You sell dope or something? Like, nah, it's just, I found a Groupon to fucking almost die. So I thought I would go, try it out and see what happens. And Bill literally went to Colombia, South America, for adventure and hung out with like people that could have killed you.
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is some white privilege shit.
That,
right
listen
there,
to
for
me.
sure.
Once again, it proves to me that your bravery of like, man, fuck a degree. Of course I could go to space any day I want to, but I'd rather work at the world famous Laugh Factory for $35. God damn it! What better world do we live in?
Wait, you get $35?
It's reparation pay. Is what it is. But you work good. You work like you've been on Broadway.
Yeah, I mean,
You played Joe DiMaggio, right?
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle. You played Mickey Mantle
Dang.
in a play. You lived in New York for a while. I mean, you travel. You're not struggling.
I mean, yeah, I'm struggling, but I'm also like.
And you have a kid.
I have a kid. That's
That
why
you're
I'm
not with the
struggling.
mom.
No.
It's so many stereotypes that you breaking right now.
Yeah, I have a baby mama for sure.
You have a baby
I
mama.
have a crazy baby mama.
He has. Look, he's like the educated Eminem. You like educated Eminem because you're smart, you know, and you're white, and you got a kid, and the mom's crazy.
Yeah, but I got no skill, so.
You a fucking arrow, bitch. You have a degree.
Can I just say something about that?
What?
I don't know how it is. Where do you go to school, Ronzio?
I went to school in North Carolina with the North Carolina A&T. I majored in radio and television broadcasting, and I minored in theater because my dad didn't believe in art.
Interesting. He didn't believe it existed?
He,
You should do it.
you know what my dad was? My dad was the guy when I told him I wanted to do comedy. He kind of looked at me like, you know Richard Pryor exists, right?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah, like you already see it. Like, why? How do you think you can do better than you're my son? But this, what are you gonna do that he hasn't already done?
My mom says the same stuff. She's from Virginia.
Yeah, so she's like
similar mindset.
So for a long time, I had to still to this day. I'm 43. I've been doing comedy since I was 13. Went on stage for the very first time at 15. My dad has only seen me perform live once.
Wow.
Once in his entire life. He saw me on a Tonight Show perform, and he saw somebody came up to him at his job. He worked at the post office, and somebody came up to him one day at the job like, "You got a son named Moranzio?" He was like, "Yeah, why?" "Man, your son is funny." Then he gave me a phone call. He's like, "Man, you must be funny because people said it." I'm like, "Bitch, what? What?"
Did you think you were funny when he watched you?
He did, but he did. He had to have somebody else explain me
The
to
jokes?
him,
Or you?
my sensibility,
Oh.
because I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see my style. I'm a storyteller. When I talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like physical. I'm not Richard Pryor. Where I'm like, you ever walk down some stairs and you fuck a monkey? Like whatever that shit. Like I was.
Richard Pryor sounds a
Mark
lot
Black
like
it up.
Wanda Sykes.
All of them sound shitty. You know what's crazy? But my dad did not, and to this day, I've been on sitcoms that got renewed, and my dad still like, how's the comedy going? I'm like, and I want to be like, bitch, if I ask you for money at all, since I've been in LA, no. Like, cause I was like, I'm not gonna get your help, I'm gonna just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be sink or swim. But the fact that he still asked me, how is it working out for you? Bitch, I'm not in your house. I'm not at the goddamn post office with your ass. Fuck is this shit? So I pursued it, and he wasn't supportive, but I did. My mom has always been supportive of it, but my mom is also a black woman from the South that's like, just get your money. Don't be out there protesting. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say who you don't like. My mom found out that I didn't like Wendy Williams, and she got mad. She's like, why you don't like Wendy Williams? I'm like, I said I don't like Wendy Williams, and I appreciate everything she's done for the transgender community. You know. What? You trying to tell me Wendy Williams couldn't guard Dwight Howard? You trying to tell me
She was better than the White
you
House.
you trying to tell me Wendy Williams would not help the Golden State Warriors right now?
They called it.
That bitch is Serge Ibaka light.
They called it.
It's a broad. You got the broad street bully. You got the broad shoulder bully. Bitch, this bitch's shoulders is the wingspan of a Boeing 747. And we shocked that her husband cheated on him. He's like, and she woke up on her like, who the fuck is this dude? I always thought Vivica Fox should have played like Wendy Williams in a movie. Cause they kind of built the same, but Vivica's a little more feminine.
A little more.
A little. She got a strong Jay Leno, John Elway chin, but she should have played it. Should've played
Thanos
it.
chin.
Yeah.
I mean, she still can.
Play what? Wendy Williams?
Yeah, which one's older? Isn't Vivica older than Wendy Williams?
No, Wendy's like, well, how old is Wendy? Like,
Vivica's
she's almost
up
60.
there.
Yeah, she is, but 50 just dated her not too long ago, so
Right.
she's like, she can't be that old. He ain't fucking nobody that old. I mean, other than Chelsea Hale. He fucked Chelsea
Yeah,
Hale.
yeah, he and Chelsea. Yeah, yeah.
Recently?
They dated. It was look. I
10 years
don't
ago.
look. They
Like 10 years ago.
yeah they fucked or whatever. But I mean,
Is that her gentrifying? What is that?
appropriating.
Appropriate.
Yeah. So you pursued comedy.
But my point about you get in school like Princeton, that's a hard part.
Right.
Getting the degree, you know, they don't want to flunk you. So
Because it fucks up the stats.
yeah, it fucks up their stats.
Right.
So it wasn't like I was this genius in Princeton who like was inventing satellites, and I was like, you know what, enough satellite invention. I was a mediocre student.
Right.
You know, I mean cum laude, but here's my point. No, but I wasn't great. There were really brilliant people there.
But you
I
have a
wasn't one of them.
fucking. Let me tell you, you're covered in the blood of Princeton. You understand me?
Not
like
really.
you can walk it. Like if you say, you know what, I'm not getting spots. I'm sick of this shit. I want to have some insurance that I can count on. You know, I want to like have a nice car and some quality pussy.
Mm.
You can walk into a building and just lay your degree down, and somebody will find you an office.
Here's my degree from 20 years ago.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Really?
What is the
No, it doesn't.
degree in again?
Aerospace engineering.
Oh man.
Get the fuck out. I would listen to me.
You
I
can't
don't-
just say that like it's some little like oh, just aerospace.
First of all, it's space
Can you
involved.
fix our camera while you're here?
No,
Just
I
kidding.
can't do anything.
First of all, listen, your degree is so layered because it's Princeton, there's space, and there's engineering involved. Like it's 3 things going on.
Yeah.
You don't have to do what you're doing,
But I was shitty at all those.
but guess what? You can still be shitty and get a good 6-figure job being shitty.
Yeah.
You know how many comics are shitty
What
that
the hell am I
work?
doing here? I'm out of here.
Look, we have an intervention with him, like, and then he went off and got a job, and we never saw him ever
When
again.
did you graduate from Princeton?
How dare you ask my age, lady? It was the late 90s. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
Huh.
you're not that much older than me, anyway.
I think we're the same age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know Pedro Hernandez?
I mean, it sounds familiar.
He's one of the co-hosts on another show on our network.
Yeah, Pedro went to Princeton
He
too,
also went to Princeton.
Ah.
but he went on a scholarship because he's black and he got like a Mexican name, so he got like 2 people. This
Totally different.
This motherfucker checked like 16 boxes on anything. They were like, and he from Detroit. God damn, anything's better than Detroit. Yeah.
I can't imagine that white men are getting into Princeton now.
Right.
They have no reason. Like Asian people, Asian dudes, and white men, no college ones except.
Okay, so then, now I was going to go. I did have a topic, but I think it's better served. Is this funny or offensive? Are you offended right now at the fact that straight heterosexual white men are just not the flavor right now? Like, are you concerned?
That's an interesting question.
Because I've had comedians come up to me like, man, I can't get an audition right now. I can't get no white work.
Okay, this is what I'll say about that. There's always work for everybody.
Right.
And when people were complaining that there weren't work for black people, guess what? There work for black people. There was work for Asian people. There
Right.
work for white. I just did the Wu-Tang series with Malcolm Lee in New York because guess what? Wu-Tang needs racist cops to arrest them. You know what I mean? And look at my Irish chin. So and then I'm going like Manhunt because I'm playing an FBI guy
Right.
who's a douche.
Right.
So there's douche and demons and assholes and
You're
I'll,
like the new Bradley Cooper.
I'll take it. Except I don't put bananas up my butt. That's another story for another podcast. Anyway,
Who the fuck is putting bananas in there? Bradley Cooper?
we can talk after the show about that.
What? That's the word of divorce.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this is racist, let me know. What is it with white guys and shit in their ass?
Wow.
Because the banana thing is new to me, but I knew Richard Gere in the gerbil situation.
Yeah.
And I've heard some other things about other people that I don't want to speak of because I may work with them one day. And I don't think, I'm not going to work with Richard Gere.
Good idea.
So you think white people put more shit up their ass than black people?
No,
Or do you think they're more open about it?
More open about it.
No pun intended.
I think everybody behind closed doors. It's some black people I know put things in their ass that belong to other men.
What, products? Or body parts?
I don't want to know.
Just know I know there are black men out here
Yeah.
that we work with.
In this room right now.
That we have I have crossed
Yes.
paths with. And I'd be like, man, I can't believe you let so-and-so put that in you. Like, I just look at them like, and you just have a regular conversation with me.
Yep.
But I think the sexuality-wise, as far as culture goes, white people are more open about it.
I think it's because in black culture, masculinity is such a huge important part. It's part of every male culture.
But it's more for black men.
Black men, like being masculine. So there's something like white men are cool with like, I'm like gender neutral. Like there's a lot of white people who are like, I don't like to identify as man, or you know,
Right.
because they think it's kind of woke or evolved or millennial now, and that involves putting shit up your ass, I'm assuming.
Well, you also have this thing of like Seth Rogen and all these guys. They'll do a movie where they'll kiss each other in the movie, but for fun. You're not gonna get you're not gonna get a lot of black guys doing a movie together where they're gonna kiss each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just for the joke of it, or like at an award show. If I'm like presenting something and fucking Hannibal Buress comes up, we not gonna fucking be like kiss each other to like say, hey, just for fun again. It's never fun and games.
Yeah.
If my lips is touching another man's lip, there's a problem. I fucked up somewhere. And there's a gun behind this, right?
Yeah.
There's a gun behind this, and it's been clicked.
But that's why I've always heard, and this is a line from an old Kevin Smith movie. He's like, when you're gay and you're black, you're the swishiest in the bunch. When you're gay, as a black man, you just come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not. I mean, there are a lot of like gay white dudes who are. You can't really tell.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper. No, you can't really. I'm just. I didn't say it. But you can't really tell because they. But when you're gay and you're black, you're like fuck it, and you go all the way out. That's the.
I'm glad you said it, because if I said when black people come out and be gay, it's just fucking glitter everywhere. Because it's not a knock, but it's just that when black men are open about it, they just really are celebratory about it all the time. It's like, I get it, dude. You can take it. But do you gotta make me take it too? Just fucking just be. Like, why you gotta be extra? And that's why this is a good segue, because Boston is going to do they're campaigning to do a straight day,
Straight pride party.
straight pride party.
Straight pride parade.
Yeah,
Parade.
in Boston.
First of all, there's nothing gayer than a straight pride parade.
Right?
That's like the gayest response you get. We're gonna have our own parade. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, first of all, it's petty.
Yes.
We don't need a parade. First of all, we don't need one in Boston. Boston is the last place where we need to enforce masculinity in them. Like they get it. First of all, we need to have a no racism day parade in Boston, and then we work our way up to the sexuality issue. But overall, it's like I get why it's happening, because people are afraid of change. People are like, what? These people, they gonna be kissing in front of me. They got glitter and rainbows. I don't like it. We need to do a parade to show that we strong. It's like, we don't need to do that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Is it ironic that they're making are they really sincerely trying to make a parade? Or
It was trending like for 2 days.
But not as a joke, like, hey, what?
No, they were dead serious about it. They were dead serious about it. And people like, I think what's
It sounds
funny.
like a joke now, though.
I mean, it sounds like a joke, but
Now with who they're.
I don't look. At no point did I give a fuck.
Yeah.
At no point where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this, or fuck that. I was like, okay,
yeah,
it's happening. Like I don't give a shit.
What do they think is gonna happen when they had a parade? Like, what's the point of it?
That's gonna be so boring. A bunch of guys in khakis walking around with their button
Right,
down.
Jokers.
baby.
Yo, it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. But it's true though. He was like, white guys' outfits are khaki pants, and you just confirmed it. You reaffirmed that khakis.
You know what's funny about that? Because you say a straight pride parade. You think white guys are going to be in it. You don't imagine a lot of black guys have an axe to grind for some reason. They're not organizing it. It's a bunch of fucking dumbass white guys with small dicks who are like, let's make this parade. Fuck these gay guys.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of white guys in Boston walking around talking about we need good pitching. The Red Sox need better pitching.
But they're Marshall.
And then Marshall is what's the guy name? Milo
Yiannopoulos.
Milo
Oh my
Yiannopoulos,
God.
and he's gay.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the marshal of the parade. There's
The
so many
straight
things.
pride parade.
It's so many things wrong with this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Who's gonna make a float? What kind of float is it gonna be? Just to be a dick that's like clean or nothing on it? Like what do you
Yeah.
what
It's
do you,
gonna be a cubicle with people on their PCs.
yeah. Like it's gonna be like a float with a whole bunch of guys at a bar drinking, hitting on women or whatever, punching. They're like, yeah, bitch, yeah, that's what you get. Straight pride, whatever. Like I don't.
It should be a float of them at home jerking off in front of a computer, because that's all they do. They don't get no ass.
Yeah.
If you trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything different from a straight pride parade than a white pride parade. I think they're both disgusting.
Right.
And if they're done, they should be protested.
Now, are they white pride parades or are they just Klan rallies?
I mean, I guess that's what it is, right? White pride is like Klan. Is it the same thing?
I've never seen. I don't know white. I don't know. Not you, but I don't know. Like if white people say, "Oh, we're gonna have a white pride parade," but then they see the Klan, and they're like, "Well, but the Klan's doing it. Should we join?" Nah, that's too aggressive. We just want to let people know that we're here. You know.
Yeah.
We just want to let people know that we're here.
Yeah.
Black people don't have black parades,
They don't?
do we?
Yeah, we do.
Black Lives Matters.
Million
That's
Man
not
March.
Million Man
First of all, Black
their
Black
marches.
Black
That's
Lives
more-
Matter.
Yeah, here's the thing. When white people march is parade, when black people march, it's a march.
Right.
Yo, but Black People March is not a parade. It was like somebody
March.
just got shot, and
Yeah,
we trying to get
exactly.
some.
There's no
We trying to
black
get some
parades.
fucking
That's a good
resolution. Yeah, Black people's parades are marches. We're
Yes.
not fucking like, yay, we happy to be black.
No floats.
Here's
No,
a float of a lynching. Yes.
It's no float. It's called Crenshaw with fucking cars going up and down like that. But there's no black parades or whatever.
It's kind of it's a feminine.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're marches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like we don't need a man parade. Like I think that'd be very anticlimactic if we just
Yeah.
had like a man parade because women want rights now.
Yeah.
You know.
And
So-
parades are kind of gay anyway. It should be a march. A man march.
Yeah, it should be we did the Million Man March, what, 1996, we did the Million Man March, and then we tried to do it a couple of times after that, but it just kind of like fell off, whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we don't have marches, but I think it's just dumb that they're gonna like have and I'm not for or against the whole gays having a parade. Do it. Fucking, I'm not cleaning the glitter up or whatever, or the fucking balloons and your sachet or whatever the fuck you got going on, and your fucking butt plugs is gonna be laying around. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And the only reason I'm saying,
Gerbils.
yeah, gerbils or whatever. The only reason I'm saying that because like I went to San Francisco and I was there, so happened to be there. They had like a gay parade, and they're like people walking around naked.
Yep.
Like San Francisco gay pride
Mhm.
parades are like Burning Man in the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's Burning Man in the city. People walk around naked, dudes got dicks out, and people just like, I'm here, and I'm like, I know, but your shit is out. Like let's put that away. And
So that's offensive.
your dick out is offensive.
Okay. But they think it's funny.
First of all, is a dick out offensive, or is a gay guy's dick out offensive? Because we know a gay guy is not gonna run up on you and be like, yeah, take this dick. But he could go up to another gay guy and be like, hey, you see this? Or whatever.
I mean, I think it's just context of what's offensive or not. Like if you're at a parade, I can imagine seeing naked people at a parade. But
You
if it's
could?
like at the grocery store, that's fucking weird.
Why the fuck would somebody be naked in the
I'm
fucking grocery
saying,
store? Like,
running up on me anywhere is weird. But
Where do you shop?
she go to the wrong Whole Foods. What the fuck is wrong
Whole
with you?
Foods.
Stop going to Sprouts. But literally though, I don't think it's necessary to have a straight
No.
pride parade. Who's gonna finance the shit? Cause Gillette ain't doing it.
Dockers.
Dockers will do it.
Dockers.
Harley Davidson, maybe. You know what I'm saying? What else?
Yeah.
I just don't see the point of a parade, period. It's just a
I don't like parades, period. First of all, when the Lakers, I love it every year when the Lakers don't make the playoffs. My heart is full. There's nothing better than watching a miserable Los Angeles human being. When the Lakers don't make the playoffs, they're like, oh my God. Anyway, we're gonna get back to the straight
Well, I would say
pride
about
parade.
the gay
but-
pride parade, there used to be like, we're here, we're queer, get used to it. It's like, we're used to it. We get the point. We know you're here. I tripped over a dick on my way to the store today.
Right.
It's fine. You know what I mean?
We don't
So
need
part
it.
of the point is gone of the gay pride parade, right? part of the point is like we get it.
Yeah.
We watch Will and Grace.
I don't even think we need it anymore. I don't think we really need anybody's parade.
Yeah.
But we'll get more into that. We're gonna take a break right now. You are listening to Is It Funny or Offensive on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. I'm your host, Moranzi Evans. Thank y'all. It's easy to love me now.
So I put sex toys on your possible products that you might sell.
Oh, what?
Possible products that you might sell.
Sex toy?
Not sell, but push, yeah. Sex
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about sex toys.
I can talk about
For
sex
this
toys.
show,
25
this
minutes.
show, that's a
Just so
good
you
one.
know.
Another 25? Okay. Have love for me.
I mean, you don't have to use it. I'm just saying.
Okay. Bill, we got, we can talk about,
You can talk about. You can talk about whatever you want. So what did we discuss? How many topics did we go over today?
oh, we're talking about Handmaid's Tale. Thing.
How many did we talk about already?
We talked about All in the Family and the Jeffersons. We talked about
Right.
the
Parade.
the Pride Parade. We talked about just where we're from.
So this was 2 topics?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to gauge for the future.
Bill, how you doing, bud?
Good, man. I left my car or something, and then I took the keys like a fucking asshole. Still stranded.
You have their keys right now? Are they coming to get them?
Yeah.
What?
I parked in front of the building.
In front? Oh, they're not supposed to park.
I didn't park in the lot. I
Oh,
parked
okay.
in front of the building. One of
What
those.
did you mean?
He want to give his keys to somebody.
Not somebody here, right?
No.
Oh. Do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I like it. We just got to get, I feel like once we get.
You should definitely check the website before the shows.
And then go.
And then go from there. Or like even Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe even tag them in a post when we promote this.
When I promote the show.
Yeah. Are we running his promos? We're running his promos, right?
Are we doing do they have an Instagram page? Funny Offensive?
So we're gonna be, so we got a wrap around at 6:50.
Okay, where are we right now?
6:33. And then we have to be out by like 6:55.
Okay. Uh-oh, Kevin Durant back. Goddamn game on, man. Huh? Yeah, he's back. Goddamn the game on.
It is on.
Oh, it just started?
You can wrap it up now if you want.
Nah, I look at you like,
I was like,
We don't care till the second half anyway, right?
True that.
look at me, pardon me, like, you said, hey y'all, thank y'all for listening to Funny, Is It Funny or Offensive? I'm your host, Marlon. Check us out next week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye. All right, let's get into it.
Oh, let me just start the song and then I'll come down from it.
Where's the card? Oh, he took the card away.
Sorry, 1 second.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Verizon does not work in this bitch.
You ready?
I'm sorry.
You ready?
Yeah.
It would seem to be working.
Welcome back to Is It Funny or Offensive with Moranzi Evans, Marcus Kings Presents Dash Comedy Radio. I think we had a great discussion a minute ago about whether or not we needed a straight guy parade.
Or a gay guy parade.
We don't need any parade until somebody does something worth fucking celebrating. Okay? Do something like, if we end racism, let's have a parade.
I'm going to that parade.
If we end Trump stepping down, we can have a parade. If we fucking figure out how to get parking meters to give us our money back, if there's money still left on the meter, then we should throw a fucking parade.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't give a fuck if your team won. You don't deserve a day off to go fucking litter the street up because the team that you didn't even play for is gonna ride down the street and fucking drink beer and take pictures and smoke cigars, and you can be like, this is amazing. Look at this motherfucking multi-millionaire on his float, and I should be at work.
Yeah.
No. I used to love the 49ers. I used to love the Chicago Bulls. We won 6 titles. I never once thought I should go to Chicago and stand in the fucking heat of Chicago and watch Michael Jordan go down the street in a fucking Cadillac, drinking a cigar as big as his fucking fingers, and celebrate. For what? I don't need to see nobody.
I disagree.
What?
Cleveland needed that. When Cleveland won the championship, they needed that parade. Because they just needed an excuse not to be shooting each other.
I get it.
No,
Look,
God.
listen.
They needed a break.
Listen, Linda. Listen. Here's what I'm saying. I get it, but you really can't use Cleveland as a good example because, I mean, the city already looks like shit, so it doesn't matter
That's my point.
what y'all do.
Well, what about the Women's March? Can someone describe the point of the Women's March?
Well, the women really don't have marches; they just have gatherings because they're not walking because their shoes hurt. Now, is that funny or offensive, Cass? Is that funny that I made a joke about the fact that women wear shoes that hurt their feet because they try to look cute?
No, it's offensive that we have to wear shoes that hurt our feet to look cute.
For the record, if any women are listening,
I'm wearing
You
flats.
don't have to.
I
Yeah,
don't give
define
a
have to.
listen to me. I don't give a fuck what type of shoes you wear, as long as your feet don't look like you don't wear shoes.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
As long as you look like you wear shoes and your feet don't look like you've been kicking like cylinder blocks in your spare time barefoot because you're trying to prove something, we fine. We fine. I don't give a fuck about heels. Heels don't do nothing because it's a lie at the end of the day. Because all heels do is make your calf stand out and whatever ass you trying to compensate for to
I feel
protrude.
prettier with heels on.
You do? You feel taller.
Yeah,
What's the point of it?
you feel prettier. It makes your clothes fit better.
Heels
What?
make your clothes feel better.
Yeah, sometimes. Like when you, yeah.
What fucking gym membership is that?
It does. It, like you said, it elongates your calves and it makes your butt perkier. You know, it just looks nicer, but it's not worth it.
But you can't see it unless you're in a fucking mirror.
You can see people's legs muscles.
I'm talking about you. You
Oh.
can't see yourself looking like that until you get back home and like, I look good tonight.
Yeah, but you can feel it.
I'll say this about the heels. It's nice to have when women wear shoes that pop their butt out a little bit, but the fact that they go, oh, do you notice that they link in the we don't notice your shoes until they're over your head. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a crap. What they look like when women try to, don't you think these pumps are?
I don't give,
care.
listen to me.
Yeah, no,
I don't give a fuck about your shoes. Just like I don't care if your panties match. It don't matter. Because no one in the history of man and woman has a guy ever said, this bra and panty set is not doing it for me.
And if he did,
when
that
you,
guy's attempting a gay pride.
he's a Oh, Billy Porter ass motherfucker. But is that offensive that we don't that we talk about it the way we do? Because right now in comedy, as comics, we walk a line. I don't.
What?
I don't care.
You don't walk a line in terms of what being offensive?
Yeah.
Moranzio.
I do a joke about a woman's pussy being flat like soda.
I think there are some women with flat soda pussies who would take offense to that joke.
I'm offensive on purpose though.
Yeah.
I own it.
Yeah.
I don't try to stay away from it because I'm not changing because the climate is.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm staying the same. Because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm pointing out the fact that there are women out here who believe that their pussy is just as fresh as the day it came off the assembly line. And that's not true. I'm not lying.
Yes, you're right.
Pussy is like a car. When you drive a car off the lot, it's no longer a new car. Regardless if you drive around the corner and say, you know what, I don't think I can take these payments, I'm going to give it back to them. They're going to buy it back as a used car because you've been in it. You've done stuff in it. You have an odor in it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing with pussy.
Well, yeah.
And I'm not paying full
Well,
price.
that started out with an odor.
Huh?
That probably started out with an odor.
The car or the pussy? Hold on. A fresh pussy shouldn't have an odor.
Okay.
You know fresh pussy that have odor?
I don't know fresh pussy.
It's hard to find fresh pussy. I think that's a bigger goal right there to find fresh pussy.
Maybe at that group that I go to.
Maybe.
And I think it's also good to pussy shame women sometimes. First of all, I don't know why shaming has got such a bad rap in this culture.
I don't like the fact that people shame people for shaming.
Yeah.
Don't shame me for shaming.
Shame you.
Shaming makes you tough.
Yeah.
Bullying makes you tough. Not to the point where you go home and hang yourself in your closet, but everybody needs a little bit of bacteria in their system.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Bullying is a bacteria.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking take it so you can know how to fight it when it comes to you. Because imagine if you never got bullied and somebody just came up to you and said, "I'm gonna just beat the shit out of you." You're like, well, that's not nice. And then next thing you know,
I've never been bullied.
ever.
I was never bullied.
But where you from?
Would you like to?
Orange County.
But did you grow up in like a predominantly Asian area?
No.
What do you grow up in like?
I guess white.
Okay, but
Orange County.
white guys like Asian women, right?
White guys do like Asian women.
They do.
Not as much as black
I think
guys like Asian women.
Oh no,
No,
hell
black
guys
no.
don't like Asian
It's you
women?
guys more so.
What? No, listen to me. Listen to me.
What-
White
what
guy,
Asian-
a white guy will leave his white wife for Maylene.
Black guys also like Asian.
They do, but an Asian woman, for a black guy to leave an Asian woman, she gotta have a black woman's body.
Big butt, yeah.
Right,
that's
right, right.
And there's only 4 Asians with big butts.
It's only 4 I know of.
I get a lot for that. I get a
All
lot.
4 of them.
You see that?
3 of them are Filipino.
And then, are we talking, how Asian are we talking? Because Filipino don't even get counted as Asian sometimes because they so Pacific Islander, and you know what I'm saying? They don't really
I
get
think they
look.
get it. They
Huh?
They're like island
I don't get
Mexicans.
They're like island Mexicans. Asian, Filipinos are like Asian Mexicans.
Okay.
They are. So they got different makeup and everything. Cause I've seen some Filipino.
makeup.
They do. Like, so I've seen Filipino women. I was like, bitch, I'll take you to the NAACP Awards with me today.
You wouldn't take like a different type of Asian woman?
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to find a fucking Chinese chick with a fucking black woman body. Cause Chinese chicks have like Catholic boy body.
Okay.
No titties, no. It's just a
I've been
fucking.
asked before.
It's just a sheet of paper.
I've been asked, what are you? But because I told someone I was Vietnamese, and she said, but Vietnamese women are thin.
Wow.
Mhm.
Who said to you? A white woman?
No, she was like Chinese or something.
Oh, cause she just wanted you to be starving with her.
Okay.
But I'm just saying though, like, is that offensive?
I can see that being offensive. I was not offended, but I think it can be offensive.
Are you
Because
offended by the fact that white guys get that label of like y'all like Asian women? Because
I always thought that black guys had the label of liking Asian women.
Asian women will date black men.
Yeah.
They will marry white guys. Black guys are fun and it's cool to be dangerous and I like hip hop, but when it comes time like I gotta settle down.
And they'll
And,
date corny white dudes.
huh?
They'll date corny white dudes.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Yeah.
Asian women like corny, darker wearing white guys that
Yeah.
have good jobs, that stability.
Yeah.
Asian people like white just in general. Her phone is white.
It's cool.
Wait,
Whatever.
Moranzo, if you went to Japan, you'd be a celebrity instantly.
And I'm
That
going.
is true.
Black men get so much tail in Japan, you can't even believe it. Every black guy knows what there's a dude. I was like Godzilla. I was fucking destroying.
I'm
the
going to
city.
go. I'll find out.
I don't know if you'd be Godzilla.
I don't know, you guys. I'm like, I would lie. I would be Kobe for 2 days. I'm going to be Kobe
They
for
would
2 days.
believe you.
They'd be like, I just walk around with a basketball the whole goddamn
The
time.
Kobe jersey.
And yeah, the Kobe jersey, like Kobe, whatever, bitch. And I'll fucking put some Visine in my eyes so my eye will move over to the side or something so I can look like Kobe. But for the most part, that's a stereotype.
Interesting.
That's a stereotype. Once again, when we were talking in the green room, there's this thing of not in context. There's a lot of things that are not in context that we know about. It's just not written. It's like unwritten laws. Like, if you live in Chicago, there's certain areas you don't go to. They don't say you can't go there.
Yeah.
You just know.
Yeah.
You're not going to the jungle. If I say, Bill, I got a show in the jungle, he'd be like, yeah.
The Colombian jungle?
No, you go to the Colombian jungle. You're not going to this jungle. This is like the jungle. Like, is the jungle still there, right?
I think so.
It's still there. The jungle was the neighborhood that Denzel Washington, they filmed Training Day in.
Okay.
But they had to get permission to film there. Not from the people that own it, from the gangs that were like, yeah, we'll let you come film, but we got to be in it. They were like, Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cause that's their shit. So that's what I mean. By that, there's certain things that are not written that are just known. Like white guys like Asian women, and Asian women love white guys. But white guys are dependable in their eyes and their culture. Black guys are fun.
Yeah.
It's dangerous fun, but they're not bringing us home.
But if they want to piss off their parents, who's
Absolutely.
better than a black dude?
If an Asian girl wants her dad to take a samurai sword and kill himself in the living room, just honorable death, bring Kareem home and see what the fuck happens. Oh, I've made me very unhappy. And then he just killed his fucking self. And this girl like, Papa! And there's like a whole Kill Bill situation going on.
I brought a black guy home once.
Whoa.
To your parents? What happened? Did they like it?
Yeah, they didn't dislike him, but I didn't tell him until we had just gone in, until we were just about to go into the house.
You were the worst person.
I know, he said, how's this gonna go? And I said, I don't know, I've never brought home a black guy before. And he's like, what? You haven't?
You gotta prep a motherfucker for that. You can give a motherfucker IBS with that shit.
He wanted to go.
He wanted to meet your
wanted to meet
parents?
my parents.
Was he like a polo shirt wearing black guy with no khakis? No, he was like, all right.
Hood?
He's a
Hood?
basketball player, yeah.
That's basketball. But see, no shade. Even if your parents saw him like he could be a ball player, it's a job that they can see him being successful at because the high rate of black men that play basketball, and your parents can be like, you know, he could be something or whatever one day. But like,
He's good looking. I don't know. My mom, she's like, oh, he's good looking.
was he tall?
Yeah,
Did he go pro?
He's pro overseas.
He's
so
not. He's
we're
not pro.
seeing each
He's
other.
not pro.
Is it offensive that the
This
minute she said she
motherfucker
dated a
played
black
for the.
dude?
He played for the
I just
Kuwait
like-
Cows or some shit.
I'm just like, I want to see your butt now. You must have a big butt.
I mean, I've been told I have a.
Is that offensive?
It's not, because she's Vietnamese, and Vietnamese women have hybrid bodies of Filipino and Japanese.
But we're French.
No, but the fact that a black dude dated her, I'm like, she must have a big butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that offensive?
It's not, but it is, but it's the truth though. Black guys like women with asses. So like when I see a black guy with a white girl and she got ass, I'm like, I can't even be mad at that. I get that. I understand that.
But
right there.
but are you offended when she doesn't?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What if you see a black couple and the woman doesn't have an ass?
A black girl with no ass?
Does that offend you?
A black girl with no ass?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
very
not.
offensive.
You know what? I'm not mad at the black guy for dating a black woman that has a flat ass. I'm mad at the black woman for not figuring out how to go get some ass.
Yeah.
Really?
You can make an ass now.
You can make an ass. You take your
Yeah.
monkey ass to goddamn Santa Monica stairs every day for 6 weeks. If you ain't got a fucking piece of an onion or a keloid or something growing in the back of that bitch, something wrong. But is is that offensive to say that this is what I like? Because I've been on a TV set and I told a girl this is what I'm into, and she's like, that's offensive. How?
What?
Because I said I like a woman that looks like this. It's a fucking car. I want certain shit in my car. I want Bluetooth. I want a sunroof. I want a seat warmer. What the fuck? Why? Why I gotta be just thankful that I got a fucking car?
Yeah.
Bitch, if I'm paying for it, add some shit to it I like.
Well, what is it you said you wanted?
An ass.
That's true.
I wanted an ass, and I was like, I like women.
Did she like you?
No, she didn't like me. I didn't like her either. Like, I think also everything that I liked about a woman, she had none of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was more offended. Like,
Right, because you were shaming her.
I wasn't shaming her because she ain't got no ass. I was like, bitch, go get a butt. Groupon got like this thing where you can buy like.
Were you saying I don't like what you got going on?
No, I said I prefer blah 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 blah, and everything I named.
As opposed to her? Or was this just
That was a
general
coincidence.
It's just-
Everything
Oh,
that
okay.
she had was
Okay.
opposite what he wanted.
I was just trying to find
Pure
ways that why
coincidence.
she would be so offended.
She got offended. She was like, "Why don't you just like somebody for who they are?" I was like, "Bitch,
Was she
'cause,
black?
mulatto, which is a racist
Yeah.
term.
Oh yeah. Why is mulatto a racist term? now?
I don't-
'Cause
look,
It means
A lot of words
What's
are
mulatto?
a lot of words.
White.
half white, half black.
Mixed.
You wouldn't hear for this earlier.
Because it's more of a breeding term.
Yeah, mulatto
For, like,
is breeding.
animals.
Yeah, for
Oh.
animals.
It's about mules. Is that it?
I don't get into all
It
of
sounds
it.
like a pastry.
Mulatto.
Yeah.
You mean Milano?
But when you say biracial, you're not really describing what that means, because there are so many ways you can be biracial. But mulatto is halfway half black.
My cousin, his mom is from Denmark. My uncle is from fucking Charlotte, North Carolina. We call him a mutt. Because we don't know what the fucking breed this bitch is. Are you like half dog or Denmarkian or you black? Like, first of all, no black person in America can say, I'm this. Because we don't know what we are. We're just like, we're a complexion. We're not a race. We are. Nobody, there's no Irish black person.
I beg to differ.
Are you Irish?
Partially.
You have Irish in you?
Yeah.
Same here.
Who owned you?
Flanagan.
Oh,
My great-grandfather was Irish.
White guy?
Yeah.
My grandfather.
How did you get this complexion? You been in the
I don't
sun?
know. Yeah. I live in Puerto Rico.
You lived in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's partially it.
Yeah, Flanagan's a very.
Flanagan, very. You sound like you should just touch children. That name sound like you sound like you need to be transferred like next week.
Disrespect. I found a Flanagan name.
All right, so look. With that being said, I feel like we got some good work here done today. We took some topics and we turned them on themselves and we discussed them. I think we gave it, good conversation. Bill provided his perspective. I want to thank Bill Dawes for being here today. Ricardo came in and then provided his perspective, even though some of it was uncomfortable. Yeah, and Father Flanagan.
Father Flanagan.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. Tell everybody where they can find you, Bill.
I wish I had your voice. I'm at Bill Dawes. BILLDAWES.
Say your name and your shit.
Oh, Ricardo Flanagan. You can follow me at Father Flanagan on Twitter, Instagram, everything.
You?
My screen name is Twinkie, TWNKEE on Instagram, which can also be offensive.
The fuck is it Twinkie? Because you yellow with white on the inside?
That's from junior high though. I'm not like that anymore. I just kept it.
Why is white stuff inside of you? Because you like white guys?
When I was young, I was like whitewashed.
Oh,
Like an orange, yeah.
Son, I took it the porn route. I'm over here like, how many people is you fucking? What's going on? God, that was great.
Yeah, Cassie Dang.
Cassie Dang.
Follow Dash Comedy everywhere.
Follow Dash Comedy everywhere. I'm your host, Moranzio Vance. You are listening to Is It Funny or Offensive? We'll be here every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Marcus King presents Dash Comedy. Thank y'all for listening. Check y'all next week. Phil, you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
You wanna take this with you? It's broken. I meant to tell you 5 minutes. I lost track.
That's okay. When I looked at the phone, I was like, I got 4 minutes.
I'm glad I told you before that.
No, I was trying to keep track of it. I know we had to be out in the last 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Is somebody coming in now?
I think somebody's coming in here.
Cool.
Thanks, Bill. I'm
Yeah,
Cassie.
thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, try not to look at your butt when you walk
Oh,
by.
it's fine. I have padding.
You have padding on?
Well, I wear shorts.
Oh, I thought you already said it. You had to ask
You get a chance, take a look at that.
Oh, can you sign that, please?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a pen.
All right, I gotta go across.
Yeah,
You got a pen?
I do too.
Oh yeah, you do too.
Hey, Kobe.
I caught it.
Kobe.
Kobe towards the end. My dude,
I was thinking,
My guy.
look.
Ryan's
Stay right.
mad I'm wearing Crocs.
I want to say
I think once you get your groove, you're gonna pick up.
it's good, right?
Yeah,
Bill,
yeah.
you didn't wear your Dockers?
And you did a lot of
No one
you did
told
really good
you.
segues.
I tried to keep everything going.
You know, to keep it.
Once we have a set format,
Yeah.
I mean not a format, but once we have the topics down packed that we're going to talk about, we can get in and get out quicker and everything. And then, I'm gonna do I'm sure most people do it. I want to put like something in front of me to remind me. Okay, say this. Make sure I say the handle here and stuff. Yeah.
What would I
Okay.
do?
If you just put that stuff in front of me,
Yeah.
we'll be
We
good.
can talk about the
Is
production.
that your water or my water?
This is
Oh shit, I can't believe I just kleptomaniacally.
I was like,
Think about it.
We can talk about
instinct.
producing, like producing stuff.
He's the one who I wanted to do the commercials and stuff. Bill, thank you, sir.
Hey man, of course.
I want to have you back.